Friday's Beatles walking tour became a bit more special for these fans. It was 40 years to the day since the Beatles performed live on the roof of their London recording studio.
Got a bit of a surprise for you today. Guess where we're going today? On the roof at 3 Savile Row.
The building is undergoing a massive renovation, and though hopes for a bootleg Beatles rooftop concert were squashed,
It's the first time actually on a tour we've been up.
the current owners were happy to let people walk all the way to the top
Here we go. Right.
Here we go.
and out on the very roof
This is it.
where John, Paul, George, Ringo, and the late Billy Preston performed unannounced on January 30th, 1969. The Beatles only played for 42 minutes, so say the aficionados, but it was music history. It was the last place the group performed live. The session was filmed for the climax of the documentary to go along with the release of the Let It Be album.
Remember, it was January. It was very, very cold. And it must have been very windy.
Leslie Palfreman of Texas was born 19 years after the performance.
So this is sort of ancient history too, or what?
It's family history because my dad was a huge Beatles fan.
Okay. What would he say if he knew you were up here?
He would be incredibly jealous, and I'm really excited to be able to tell him that.
And as word got out through the day that fans could go inside, crowds started to form just as they did 40 years ago when word got out the Beatles were on the roof. There is little in the building that bears witness to 40 years ago. The basement recording studio is gutted.
Nothing left. There'll be one thing that will let you know this is where the Beatles performed, and that's this plaque. Though I do wonder how long it'll survive on the wall, if you know what I mean.
But here is also where it became clear the Beatles were close to breaking point. So who could forget those few immortal words spoken by John Lennon on this very roof?
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves, and I hope we pass the audition. Jim Bolden, CNN, London.